Team SOS. My team and I are here today to rescue our teenagers at the risk of smartphone addiction. Let me elaborate the problem first. 3 months ago, a high school student stabbed his teacher's hand with a screwdriver. Why? Because of smartphone. He was using smartphone during the class and got a warning from the teacher, but he kept playing with his smartphone. Finally, the teacher took his smartphone away. The student, out of anger, lost his senses and ended up with a crime. This incident, though sound extreme, sends us an alarming message. Teens in the nation are at the risk of the negative effects from the smartphone, in particular smartphone addiction. According to a research conducted by Gyeongsangnam, the Youth Support Headquarters last year, 80.9% student teenagers in the Gyeongsang province answered their test score dropped due to smartphone. 59.5% responded without smartphone, they feel anxious and impatient. 92.6% believe that they cannot control excessive usage of smartphone by themselves. All in all, young students with smartphone face a variety of troubles beyond their control.
What frightens us most is there has been no proper guidance at play. Our Team SOS find out that most of the public schools in Korea give their students' smartphone away every morning. Telecom companies such as KT and SK offers the application service for young subscribers. This service is basically intended to block the access to adult-only application and website. But in actuality, installing the application is up to the choice of teenage users and their parents. The government and the Ministry of the Public Administration and Security have announced a plan to deal with the smartphone addiction, yet no result. Interestingly, all of the approaches to the teenage smartphone addiction centers in on how to block, not guide our teens. Obviously, this effort will not pay off in a long-term view. What it should do for the teenagers is not blocking them using the smartphone. We need proper instructions for the teens and the kids to use the smartphone in a more productive way. So we will suggest a practical and effective solution. Our solution is an SOS application in collaboration with the education.
I'm here to introduce SOS application. SOS application offers 2 functions, recognition and management. In part of recognition, as a basic function, every morning a message pops up on the screen. Through the message, users can recognize how much time they spent on smartphone with which function on the previous day. The red box points out the application and the amount of time that mostly used the day before with the short comment. With the help of short tips below, they can realize what negative is if they too much use a smartphone. There is 4 categories. Check belongs to the function recognition, while the other 2 serve the function management. To begin with, check part literally designed to offer self-examination about phone use behavior. By answering 22 questions, they can get diagnosed of smartphone addiction. Next, my status. It shows users' daily, weekly, and monthly pattern of using smartphone in detail. If they click the graph, more detailed information is offered. Lastly, regular schedule and free schedule. Basically, time management. This is practical action to keep the unnecessary use of smartphone under control. Regular schedule is for the time of users' repeated schedule. To use this one, set the day, set the time, set the purpose, and save it. Then it will work automatically when their designated schedule such as school class. Free schedule is for time of users' irregular schedule, such as having homework or studying alone or conversation with parents. Thus, set the time and purpose when users does the task without being distracted by smartphone. When application works, any services such as SNS, game, or internet are not available without calling and answering the phone. After set time is over, all functions are available again. As a result, there is no source of distraction to the young users for the time. They can focus the planned tasks.
How can we promote the SOS application to teenage smartphone users? Education is the answer. In order to protect our teenagers from smartphone addiction, parents, teachers, and telecom companies must collaborate. First, telecom companies offer regular workshops on smartphone addiction for teenagers and their parents alike. Companies will boost up the social corporate responsibility. Both parents and teenagers will raise awareness and get practical knowledge on the smartphone addiction. Secondly, school classes adopt smartphone as a small tool for their varying activities. At this point, school plays an important role in guiding various activities of using smartphone. For example, group activity or review session allows students to use smartphone during the class. Students in a group can research for information, make a presentation, and upload their assignments with their smartphone. Also, teachers can provide the online sources for them to get the data. In this way, students will learn this valuable lesson. Smartphone is not only a cool gadget for their 24-hour entertainment, but also a useful tool for their education. With its greater functionality and mobility, the smartphone market has expanded more than before. However, young students are not blessed with this fancy gadget at hand, rather falling prey to it. They are exposed to the risk of smartphone addiction. Right now, we should take a grave responsibility for teenagers with smartphone. With the help of SOS application, teenagers will recognize and control their addictive behavior. Action and guidance from parents and teachers in a form of education, they will handle their smartphone in a more productive way. In the end, our suggestion will improve the quality of teenagers' lives not only in this nation, but also in the rest of the world. Thank you very much.